Alright, what's up, man? I'm trying to get this chair back. I'm on a hill right now. And I don't think this is the best place to put a chair. But it's cold, so I'm not in my regular place. Regular spot. I said regular spot, I only took one video on it, but yeah, I'm not there because shade is cold out. I want to get some sun, so excuse me. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful morning. It's January 8th. Is it January? Yeah, January 8th. And to be honest, I don't know what I want to accomplish for this new year, man. To be honest, I know what I want to accomplish, like like my next couple goals and stuff like that. Like, of course, I want to make it in streaming and just content creation in general. But I don't know, like a whole year type of goal. I don't know. I have no clue. But I'm just gonna brainstorm with you guys, or mindstorm. I try to mind map, I guess. Yeah, like what do I want out of life, right? And then how can I break it down into a yearly goal? And sometimes I feel like the goals that I have now are still somewhat small. Yeah, I think the goals that I put on just kind of too small. In terms of like, what if I just stepped outside of myself and went for a bigger goal? Something that's really never been done before, at least in this time, right? And then strive towards that. How much further would I get by assuming the responsibility of that big goal of mine that I set out to achieve, instead of achieving something that's a lot of people already have achieved? That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. But I'm just gonna mind map, think about what I want out of life, and with what I want out of life, how can I consolidate it into yearly goals, and then consolidate that into quarterly goals, and then consolidate that into a week by week and a day by day action plan. So I want to be healthy, right? I want to be healthy. Both spiritually and physically. I want to be wealthy. So basically having the money to do whatever it's called of me. It's a good feeling. Like, if I feel God is calling me to do this big project, I don't have to worry about the money. Now, wealth doesn't always mean it's my own money, right? Wealth could also be having the ability to raise a lot of money, because Mr. Beast has a lot of money, but he also knows how to raise a lot of money too, with other people and stuff like that. So that's what I mean as well. But yeah, like after that, I mean, there's really not much I want out of life after that. And I think when we talk about big goals and such, I think it comes like through time. Like Mr. Beast didn't see himself doing what Mr. Beast is doing right now, right? So would he have been doing the think big exercises right now? No, he was just trying to make it on YouTube. He was just trying to get paid full time for YouTube. So that's all he obsessed over. And now he's just Now he just made the biggest show in history, right? Or the biggest prize pot in the game show history and stuff like that. It's amazing, bro. It's amazing. And now I ask, like, all right, God, like, am I doing exactly what you want me to do, or do you approve of what I do? And it's a constant battle. And I don't see what I'm doing as bad. It's more just like over analysis. And I don't know why as humans we always feel like we feel the need to have some type of purpose in things. I believe that comes from God, bro. Because everything that we see around us, or at least mostly everything, has a purpose. At least things created, right? Like, you know, I'm looking at this car right here. And my dad has been here sitting for I don't know how long. One day I'm just gonna, surprise him and fix the car up for him and stuff like that. But no matter what the cost is. But yeah, like this car here has the purpose of transporting us from point A to point B. Other cars have a purpose of doing the exact same thing, but also giving a sense of achievement, right? This chair that I'm sitting on has a purpose of seating me, right? And a fence has a purpose of keeping people outside or keeping people inside, right? So everything created has a purpose. So I think that's why inevitably us humans, there's something in us that knows we were created, because it's all that we see. It's the patterns that we see around us. This house back here is created. Somebody had to create that unit. Somebody built this house. Everything that we see is created. But then we talk about the natural world and somehow it just appeared. And I just don't believe that. I believe life shows its patterns. I believe everything shows patterns. And with the patterns, you can get to the root. You can get to the base, the foundation of it, right? That's just my theory. But we have this sense in us to have a purpose. But if we don't know what that purpose is, it could drive us mad, drive us crazy. So we're constantly seeking out this purpose and finding it. And it's only when we feel progression or feel growth happening in some way, shape, or form that we feel satisfied, because there's some type of purpose, right? And even when there's not progression, the belief that you have a purpose doing whatever it may be keeps you going. I think we all need that. And I think that's what holds a lot of people together, is hope. Hope that things will be okay. Hope that things will turn out better. Hope that we are heading in the right direction. And me right now, I'm just hoping and believing that my God has not forsaken me yet. You know, using the Christianese on you. But nah, like God ain't leave me yet though. God is still with me. He was with me when I was 19. Before that, obviously, since I was born, before I was born. But for my personal life and this talk, like he was with me the same when I was 19, going through it, 20 years old, going through it, and right now, even when things are better. And I gotta acknowledge that. I gotta acknowledge that God ain't leave me, bro. And I think a lot of people forget that. Especially if you believe in God. Sorry. but I notice and I feel, maybe because I'm used to procrastinating or something, but like I always feel this urge. Let me not say this urge. I always feel this sense of rush, I guess, or the sense of time ticking. Like I'm always late to the party. I always feel like that. I always feel like there's always a ticking time bomb, and that I just miss. I'm just missing opportunities. That's how I feel. I'm just missing opportunities because I don't know how to really explain it. I feel like I'm just running out of time, and I feel like that every day. I'm just running out of time, and that thought really should propel me to keep working harder, but I think it kind of makes me scale back. There's a bee right next to me, sorry. Anyway, yeah, like now that I'm really being aware, I don't think that mindset helps me. Like for me, I had a certain time limit to finish this movie with Andre and stuff, right? But it's January now, and I still just yet to like put pen and paper and write the script. I tried. Man, it was just like, I felt like I had writer's block for the first time. I just didn't know what story I wanted to tell. I just don't know. Maybe because I didn't look through all the footage, but I don't know, man. I think it's I just feel like I haven't made the best use of my time while here. Like now I'm about to go back to Jacksonville. I really don't want to be honest. Kind of want to just stay here and grind out some videos with my dad and stuff like that, and stay in Miami and grind out some videos in Miami. But you know, I'm just gonna trust and let God lead, bro. I'm just gonna take the steps and feel if it's right or not. Cause in Jacksonville right now, you see, one thing I can notice though is when I'm here, I'm not really in control. I'm back to a kid again when I'm back in my house. You know, eating mom's food, not really paying for anything. Life's good here. I think it's a little too comfortable. Like, you know, in Jacksonville, I pay rent. You know, I do all these things. And yeah, like it makes me work. Here, I don't think it makes me work, or at least I don't feel I know it's a me thing, you know what I'm saying? I know it's me, but I feel like Jacksonville has been the environment I've created to focus and lock in, you know? And here it's kind of like I made it my vacation. I made Miami like my vacation spot, but I'm trying to get out of that, and I want to go online just for the freedom. But you know, maybe I should stay with this accounting degree. I think I've come to the conclusion that even though I don't care, other people care about that. So staying with the accounting degree will give me some type of leverage, right? It will give me some type of leverage to use when I talk to certain people, and they might look at me different, which is a sad case, but everybody's superficial in this world. So if I tell them that I graduated with an accounting degree, that can give me some leverage, right? They're not talking to a complete fool of a content creator. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know. I'm just hoping that when I get this accounting degree, that it's gonna be worth something. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like doctors. Yeah, like when now you're like, a simple thing of just being called a doctor has the weight of knowing, oh, this guy went through at least 12 years of schooling on a one specific subject. He knows what he's talking about. They're humans too, and they could be just as dumb as us. But there's a respect factor that comes from that. So I think similarly, it should be a respect factor when I say I have my bachelor's in accounting. I don't know. And I think I'm worrying too much because right now I want to stay in Miami. Want to make, videos with my dad, and like use as much as possible when I'm down in Miami. But I think it's a fear factor. I think I really should just trust in God's timing, not my own. And let's go back to Jacksonville and finish this thing out, bro. I don't know. I'm trying to think of ways, though. I'm trying to think of ways to make it all work out, make it all balance. But I think I'm gonna have to make some trips at least once a month or something down to Miami. I don't know. God, just lead me, man. You've always led me up until this point. Just continue to lead me. I don't think there's been a decision I've made where I've regret when I've brought it to you. So I'm gonna trust in you. Oh, well, yeah, that's the way to end the video. Nah, we're not gonna end it, but just gonna trust. Just trust God, bro. He ain't let me down yet, bro. He ain't let me down yet. So, God, just help me feel that conviction and listen to that conviction when it comes. Catch y'all either tonight or tomorrow morning, man. January 8th. Love.